the payments. And guess what?
They've stopped all the work. They have turned and gone to cars that I've repaired from 3 months ago, saying that I haven't replaced and this car's unsafe.
Suddenly, Sash finds himself up against the insurance giant. The mates' rates are gone and a new game has begun.
We were getting charged from this particular supplier for work that was either not done or for parts that were not supplied or for new parts where old parts had been supplied.
So you're claiming he was lying? He was
That's
saying
correct.
he had done work that he hadn't done.
That's right.
This is damage control insurance style. Files on 38 cars Sash worked on.
We asked the supplier to come in and explain the situation. He had no explanation, other than sorry. It was about all we got out of him, and at that stage we had to terminate our arrangements with him.
Because I knew the power they had. They can make you or break your business. Simple as that. They've just got so much power against you. And I was scared, and that's why I said, I'm sorry, and I just walked away.
There's $30,000 worth of parts sitting here in Sash's workshop. Some have been here for a year. It's these parts that Sash claims should be inside some of the cars in these files.
These are the parts that supposedly you didn't replace?
Correct.
Why are they all sitting here,
We're
Sash?
still waiting for the cars to come back from the panel beater shops so we can finish the jobs. And all these parts were on back order. We've notified AAMI. Parts were on back order. They've never returned the cars back to us.
Well, that's not correct. He did get to do the cars because in some of them, he did half of the work and didn't do the other half.
Because the parts have been on back order, so we don't keep the car here long enough, so we send the panel beater so they can finish the car off, and then the car's saving time.
So you had the car here, fixed what you could, waiting on parts, sent it to the panel beater.
And then they were supposed to return it back to us.
Never saw the car again.
Never saw the cars.
He only charged for the parts and labour after the Motor Traders Association advised him to do this. Sash admits he did charge for some parts and work he didn't do.
The assessors were simply telling me to charge it for the job and pay him for the like, for example, the steering rack, charge for the steering rack, but not replace it and give him the money.
I don't understand why you didn't jump up and down more.
What can I do?
You're just one small repairer.
One small repairer and they can just crush
your business.
They have crushed my business.
And they used to regulate assessors, and I believe that that regulation should be reimposed. If you bring that group back to supervise and regulate these people, keep an eye on them, they can get to the core of this problem.
The Motor Traders Association is now calling for assessors to be licensed as assessors and to be made independent of insurance companies.
You would then take away this pressure that the insurance company puts on them. You would get fair assessments, and the need for the assessors or the pressure on assessors to go and take kickbacks would diminish considerably.
This has got to stop. The industry's got to clean up because there's so many cars unsafe on the road, and it's unfair to the consumer, paying so much high premiums, and they're putting people's life at risk.